Hi, my name is Art Crandall. I'm from Hutchinson, Minnesota. I drive for Western Provisions out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
And this truck belongs to them, right?
Boss. This truck belongs to my boss. He built it about 8 years ago. It was 5 years ago. It was finished. I think it was roughly 8 to 9 years ago they started building it.
And it's a 79,
It's
right?
a 79. He bought the pieces what he wanted of a 79. He bought the cab. It's an H model to have the high cab. It came with the 3408 in it with the high cab, and the rest went totally tore apart. The frame was thrown away. It's built on a 379 chassis. I do not know what year the chassis was, but it's on a 379 chassis with flex air. The guy that started to build it for Larry, he had just got the cab mounted on the frame, mounted the brackets all wrong, and that guy passed away in the middle of building and starting to build it. So it went to another shop in Worthington, Minnesota, Ron's Repair in Worthington. Larry found him to do it, and he took it over there and started tearing it all apart, redid everything, mounted the cab right. The first frame, he found the guy that had passed away. When they started on bolting it, it was a heavy hitter. It was in a wreck. They had started on bolting crossmember, and the frame sprung and wouldn't straighten out. So he had to find another chassis. And they started on that. Then it went, like I said, the man passed away that was building. Can't remember that guy's name. I did not know him. And then Ron had to totally stripped it, remounted everything, changed everything around. They searched for parts forever doing this. Ron did it on and off. The V8 got totally tore down, redone. It is balanced, Teflon coated pistons, the whole 9 yards. Then he put it together piece by piece. The interior in this truck was done by, I do not know the name of that company, but the interior shop by Four States is the guy that the people that made the interior for it. It was painted by Sioux Falls Peterbilt. It took time to put it together. It's all a totally ground up restoration.
And it's beautiful. I mean, I'll walk around and get a video of everything, but it's, from what I have walked around and seen myself, it's pretty impeccable. Is there a specific reason? Was your boss looking for an H?
He said yes, he wanted an H with a V8. I thought he had owned one like that, but he did tell me, he goes, no. He goes, I could afford one of these back then. He goes, I finally got in a position, so I built the truck I always wanted. So this is how he built this, and it was his dream truck. When it was first done, he took the first trip in it, and he went to Henderson, Nevada. We haul for Blue Bunny Ice Cream. They have a plant down there. So he took it, went down there and back. It came back. It kind of just sat around and went to a couple local truck shows, convoy for the Special Olympics in Sioux Falls. They didn't really do much with it. I volunteer at the Big Iron Classic, and I always take my trucks there and a couple other small shows. Larry asked me one day, he goes, well, you take my other truck. Do you mind taking my cab over? I said, well, yeah, I kind of denied. Oh, yeah, I toughed it out, you know. I said, yeah, I'll do it just for you. And but I've been ever since, and I kind of became the caretaker of Larry's show truck. The boys laugh because they say I probably know more about it than they do because I'm the one that I've been driving it to shows for 3 years now. Larry just passed 2 weeks before this show. So I was asked by the boys, bring it to Louisville. I believe they had it planned to come here, but I wasn't going to bring it. And they happened to ask me at the last minute. I was on my way to the Northwest. The show's this week. I was out in the Northwest in the middle of 5 days ago. So I raced home. We got it out, had it quick buffed out again because it hadn't been touched. The aluminum, you know, it was just a show truck. It sits so, but it was starting to show a little bit of age on the aluminum. So they quick carried up, got it buffed out. And
will the boys hold on to the truck?
Yes, the boys will hold on to the truck. John and Jason now own it, yes. So they asked me to bring it down here, and I think it was for their dad. And so I loaded a load, and I actually went trucking like it was 1979. I loaded a load. I spent 2 nights in it already.
Well, I wanted to ask, how do you feel about driving a cab over?
I started in them.
Uh-huh.
I'm 63 years old, to be honest with you. So I've done this a really long time.
What did you start in? What truck did you start in?
My first truck was a K100 single bunk. That's what I started for shorties. I had drove trucks before that, but there were a couple old, I drove tow trucks. And when I first over-the-road truck was a K100, 1973.
Sweet.
Wasn't nothing like this.
Yeah.
I've had several of them through years, so it was quite a ride back in time because we figured it out. It's been 38 years since I slept in a cab over.
Woo! Do you miss it, or is it a good thing to do maybe once every couple of years?
I like going to shows and staying in motels.
Yes, okay. All right, that's fair.
As far as trucking, you know what? It was kind of cool to live the experience again. It really was. I really enjoyed it.
So what year did you start trucking?
Legally or illegally?
Illegally. I want the real story.
I was driving trucks at 17 years old for a towing company up in Minneapolis. My first big truck was my first, because I was born and raised in them. My dad had trucks, my uncles had trucks. I was driving them at 14, 15 years old.
Like around the yard or on the road?
Well, my uncle would go to bed and I drive. At 15, I was driving.
Oh
I
my
actually got pulled
goodness.
over in Nebraska at 15 years old for speeding. He was in the sleeper. The highway patrol really wasn't excited because when we stopped, we had a 4070 international cab over. Quick said, "Hey, we got to get pulled over." So he jumped out of the sleeper into the driver's seat. I dove over to the doghouse. The highway patrol looked at him when he walked up the door. He goes, no. That kid was driving. He goes, "At least tell me he has a car license." No. We got out of it with a really good scolding.
Wow. He's probably told that story a bunch of times too
Yeah.
since then.
So I've been in it my whole life. It's great. I love trucks.
Have you had a favorite truck that you've got to drive?
There's quite a few. I had an A model, a 76 A model short hood with a 1693 and a 5 and a 4 in it that I showed that for Shorty's Towing Collide. It's been a Big Iron several times before with me when they first started the show. I drove that truck many times. I had a couple of 379s that I was madly in love with. The cab overs, I never really asked for one back when I got a conventional. I did have a couple V8s before I had a 79 that I drove for Shorties. I drove for them guys a long time. They built a 79 extended hood with a single bunk and a V8 in it. That was a pre-cup. Later on in life, I think 92, I drove for another guy that had an 85 359 that had a 3408 and a 6 and a 4 in it. I ran California with that for about 4 or 5 months for that guy. He was a good friend of mine. He was at home on
Was it
medical
a
leave.
pretty straightforward learning experience driving two sticks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
here's how you do it.
You just do it?
Yeah, just do it. Yeah. But my first record was I drove a 69 Brockway. That was my first tow truck.
We've got three
Yeah,
Brockways
this
over
one
at the
go one
show.
just like that. One over there was a record. Actually, Paul Sustancio,
Stanchio?
he
Yeah.
bought that record, and I found it on Facebook. It never had a picture, and he restored it.
Sweet.
Yeah, I actually, thank God to Facebook, I was able to find this truck and no pictures of it. Paul sent me pictures of it.
Sometimes there's good to come of social media.
Yeah, yes, there is. Yes, I have no complaint about that. Yes. Yes, I love driving this. It's an honor, believe it or not. I had to come here.
What's your daily driver?
I drive a 389 to 2024, the last of them.
That'll feel like a spa.
Yeah, it feels, yes, it feels really different. I just cleaned the sleeper. I got a big experience of how to clean a sleeper. I was rolling around back there with a bottle of Windex and paper towels.
It is not easy to change the sheets
No,
on a
it
bed
never
and
was.
a cab over.
I got the photo album. You want to look at it later on here when we're done with this. I put that together at the last minute. Like I said, I literally got home from the Northwest. I delivered Friday morning, went home, got all my stuff together, went shopping for cleaning supplies. I got the pictures from Ron Prins that built the truck because I thought it would be nice to have a photo of. So I called them. They sent me all the pictures. We went to Kmart. We downloaded them all, my wife and I, and then we
now,
made
I know
a photo
you're
album.
Older, but Kmart, my friend.
Or Walmart. I knew it had a mart in it.
I know Gary can give you a hard time, so I figured I can
That's
too
okay.
at this point.
That's all good. But yeah, no, we went to Walmart and put that together. I went to bed, got up Saturday morning, went down, got the truck. I hooked the trailer, went and loaded, and I actually trucked down here and delivered in Louisville yesterday morning.
Sweet. Well, it's good to be able to bring it in honor of your boss and
yes,
to have it out here in the sunshine, especially.
Yes, it's beautiful. It was a race. Yeah.
Yes.
It was a 5-day decision. Okay, we're going. Okay, now what?
Yeah, we're here. Time to clean. I gave you a break from cleaning.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for the interview.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
When Larry, I guess I should have said that when he's building it. That's so much to tell about this truck. He searched high and low for parts. There's some old parts because you can't remount them. So he's buying stuff on, through finding stuff on the 352 page.
On Facebook and stuff? Yeah.
And he died at 78 years old. So yeah, he was shopping on the internet because he had a heck of a time. If you still see these windows, they got that kind of faded mark and stuff. These windows are hard to come by.
Well,
These are
I know someone who
used.
makes them.
Do you?
And then these are also really, really hard to find.
Yeah, because you can see the faded mark that these were used.
Yep.
That old H.
What's the wheelbase?
280.
280 wheelbase.
Then that's what was pretty common for a 379. I guess I should have said that too. That's
Oh yeah, because it's a 379
it was a
chassis.
370.
Yeah.
So he didn't cut it or stretch it or anything.